also to his relationship.
Okay. Because thank you for that, Dr. Bayami, because I was going to ask you what the intention was of that provision of the Constitution, that where the governor is, for whatever reason, not able to discharge his functions as the governor, as it would have seemed to be the case that we have now. What are the extents? Because if he's going to be the acting governor, you've just used the word loyalty, with loyalty to his boss because he is not the substantive governor. But what does that mean exactly in terms of being practical? The acting governor now still has to carry on the business of state. He's going to need aides. No governor can do it alone. He needs his aides. Is he allowed to bring his own aides on board, or must he use aides that existed before this situation, which has been partly resolved?
That's a very good question, Mr. Yori. Now, the deputy governor was and presumed is, up until now, part of the government. He is deemed to be part of the participants in determining the currents of governance. In other words, the structure, the ideals set out with his input as deputy governor will be expected to be continued in the interest of the people and in the interest of the government. That doesn't, of course, say that it cannot remove error or wrong that are prejudicial to what is existing. But I think the expectation is that he will act as the governor wants him to act, because he's acting on his behalf. In other words, I send you out as an agent. In the interim, can you then act contrary to my directive or my expectation? Because it may not be, in this case, directive, it may be expectation, which you will be deemed to have, having participated for some time in the currents of government. So there's really nothing abnormal about it. I explained to some of your colleagues yesterday. We have a hoe and we have a yam farm, and we have to tender the plant of the yam. But now the governor is injured in his hand. He cannot hold the hoe, and he gives it to a deputy. Please continue taking care of this farm while I go to treat my hand that was injured while I was actually presiding over the care of that farm. And the governor destroy, remove, scatter the farm. Of course, he cannot. What is expected to do is to continue the vision that established the farm. Remember, he was part of that vision because he was in that farm with the governor when the governor was tendering that farm. I think it's just that simple.
So